So yeah, apparently I'm not the only one that was asking what is Pence doing because well, I didn't record that. Why didn't just click on it? But anyways, because part of the reason why I'm actually looking this up is because there's been a lot of attention put on to Donald Trump, and Pence is really the one who's orchestrating a lot of the madness. And any good magician knows, distract with one and while utilizing the other. Nonetheless, check this out. I just read this, and this kind of annoys me. I apologize for setting the demeanor beforehand. But NASA responds to Vice President Mike Pence ignoring "Don't Touch" sign. Let's see him clearly touching it. Yada yada yada. Get to the point. So this is essentially news. It's a Twitter conversation, and I'm not even denying that. Like, NASA has a message for Vice President Mike Pence. It's all good. Okay. Pence created a social media uproar today when a photo taken during the tour of the Kennedy Space Center in Florida showed him with his hand on a piece of the Orion spacecraft, just below a sign that read, "Critical Space Flight Hardware, Do Not Touch." That's Pence himself joined in on the online discussion, jokingly blaming the situation on Florida Senator Marco Rubio. Vice President Pence. "Sorry, NASA. Marco Rubio dared me to do it." The Vice President also tweeted, "Sorry, NASA. Marco Rubio dared me to do it." Okay, so this isn't exactly the first time this happened. Rubio had a response of his own. In fairness, I warned that Vice President that you break it, you own it. That's issued a statement on its own, later in the day. Just summarize that because it's mostly a quote. "It was okay to touch the surface. Those are just day-to-day reminder signs. We were going to clean it anyway. It was an honor to host you." So, little kids that want to touch, be a part of space are denied the sign. However, just because a vice president, a person of political stature, it comes around the nice shiny object, it's okay for him to do it. But not that little kid, right? I didn't put that freaking kid there. But that kid's like, "Yeah, I want to touch the freaking space shuttle, piece of NASA." But no, he can't. But Pence can. You know why? Well, because he's the vice president. He can do whatever he wants. Really? That's completely disgraceful. It's distasteful. And this little kid, is he going to be able to do it? Is he going to be able to touch the space shuttle? I don't think so. You know why? Well, because he's not vice president yet. And when he becomes president, because I know that's what that little patriot of America who supports Trump is, all about. He supports his country. Let bygones be bygone. Let's just get this country going in a direction. And, okay, we may not like our leader. We may not hate our leader. Some people might, but that's okay. You know what? Because the thing is, we just have to cheer him on, and if things don't go the right way, well, he'll hear about it. Because we're America. Nothing's going to stop America, and we appoint you our leader, and so that's about it. You don't listen to our demands, you're going to fall victim to our wrath. What's our wrath? Well, it's not any of this extremism that's going on right now, because these are not the real Americans acting out. Real Americans, we act out civilly. We know how to act out. We're a lot more creative, and we know how we don't hurt each other. We don't hurt nobody, but we know how to remind people of who we are. And that's what this little young G.I. Joe is all about. He knows it. But like I said, at this point in time, he can't touch a space shuttle. But Pence can. That's what all it comes down to. Pence can do it, but this little kid can't. Why doesn't he deserve it? I think he deserves to. Maybe even, you know what? Here's a solution. How about put a pair of gloves there? Put a box of gloves there so people can touch it, but they're not actually touching it. That's at least a little something, but he should be able to touch it. He doesn't have cooties. He's alright. But yeah, this just kind of pisses me off. That it's okay for him to do it, but none of us.